कॉलेज टीचिंग एसोसिएशन लद्दाख के टीचिंग फ्रेटर्निटी का दावा है कि यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख में हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट लद्दाख को मर्ज किया जा रहा है। इसी इशू को लेकर हमने बात करने की कोशिश की यूनियन टेरिटरी लद्दाख के कमिश्नर सेक्रेटरी हायर एजुकेशन पद्मा आमो से। उन्होंने इस इशू पे क्या कुछ कहा वो आप तक पहुंचाएंगे। एक बार फिर गुलिस्तान न्यूज़ में आप सभी का स्वागत करते हैं, खैर मकदम करते हैं। आज लद्दाख के अंदर कॉलेज टीचर्स एसोसिएशन लद्दाख के बैनर तले जो टीचिंग फ्रेटर्निटी है लद्दाख के अंदर कॉलेजेस में, वो पिन डाउन स्ट्राइक पे हैं और उनकी डिमांड यही है कि यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख में हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट लद्दाख को मर्ज न किया जाए। किस तरह की ओपिनियन है? मैम, हमारे से ज्वाइन करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। क्या कुछ आप कहना चाहेंगे? क्या वाकई में हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख में?
इशाक, ये कोई डिसइंफॉर्मेशन है। मर्जर डिपार्टमेंट कैन नॉट मर्ज विद यूनिवर्सिटी। सो ऐसा नहीं है हायर एजुकेशन किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में मर्ज हो रहा है। दैट इज प्रैक्टिकली नॉट पॉसिबल। व्हाट इज एक्चुअली द इशू इज कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट कॉलेजेस जो हैं दे आर पार्ट ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख। यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख का अगर आप एक्ट देखें, इट्स अ क्लस्टर यूनिवर्सिटी कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट कॉलेजेस। कॉलेजेस आर अंडर द यूनिवर्सिटी एक्ट के बाद लीगली किया है। देयर इज नो वे दैट द कॉलेजेस कैन बी आउटसाइड द यूनिवर्सिटी बिकॉज दिस इज व्हाट द एक्ट सेज एंड the university itself is a cluster university. तो कश्मीर में जब cluster university बना है, I think there's a comparison with Kashmir, cluster university of Kashmir. So there are different issues. कश्मीर में cluster university है, state university है, and there are many colleges which are under the higher education department. So वो act के हिसाब से है। यहाँ पर जितने भी colleges हैं, they are part of the cluster university as per the act. So इसमें there are no टू ओपिनियंस अबाउट इट, क्योंकि एक्ट के हिसाब से जैसे यूनिवर्सिटी बना है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूट कॉलेजेस आर अंडर देम। और ये प्रोसेस जो ट्रांजिशन का प्रोसेस था अभी तक 1.5-2 साल का, वी हैव टू कंप्लीट दैट प्रोसेस एंड द प्रोसेस हैज बीन टेकन अप। एंड पिछले हफ्तों में मैंने एक्सटेंसिवली आई हैव मेट विद द टीचर्स of the colleges. I had gone to EGM last week. I had gone to GTC Dras. I had gone to GTC Kargil, and I had explained to all of them. I had asked them to read up the statutes because read up the act. To run a university एक statutes बनता है जिसमें कॉलेज के टीचर्स एक कमिटी बनी है। दे आर ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व इन डेवलपिंग द स्टैट्यूट्स। वो स्टैट्यूट्स गवर्न करती है कि रिक्रूटमेंट प्रोसेस एंड अदर थिंग्स। So that I had explained to them. I had explained to all the faculty, and I expected them to go through it and read it up. Second, I understand there are certain concerns of the faculty जो उन्होंने हमें कई बार बताया, written representation भी आया था, because of which a high-powered committee was constituted, consisting of the Vice Chancellor of University of Ladakh, Vice Chancellor from Mata Vaishno Devi University, the Registrar, and हम सब stakeholders से मिले थे, including the College Teachers Association. And उन्होंने कुछ issues raise किए थे जो आपके press note में भी उन्होंने बताए हैं about the financial parts. And it was very clearly specified. In the high-powered committee, it was discussed at length. कि as far as terms of engagement will not be detrimental or disadvantageous to the teachers who have already been hired or already been recruited through the erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir. उन्होंने raise किए थे कुछ issues about pension, IIS, the old pension scheme. So that all has been recommended by the high-powered committee, and it was categorically mentioned कि interest of the teachers would be taken into consideration, and any of the terms of engagement will not be जो existing है हमारा teachers, उनका कोई भी terms of engagement will not be changed. The aspiring assistant professor, associate professor की they always aspire to be part of the university की सारी career progression, growth, autonomy, that is always better in a university. That is why aspiring academician की बात करें, they always aspire to be part of the university. यहाँ पर जो टीचर्स का ये जो confusion है या इनके जो apprehensions है, they are totally unfounded. And I try to explain, and I hope that they read it up and understand that being a part of university is always advantageous. Not which was अगर हम technically बोलें कि as on date they are part of higher education department, then they are government servants and they are governed by the code of conduct. So for a gazetted government servant to go on a pen down strike is a very serious matter, and as per the existing code of conduct rules, it's a very serious matter. That is all that I want to say at this time.
जितने भी टीचर्स आज पेन डाउन स्ट्राइक पे हैं, उनसे मुखातिब होके आप किस तरह की मैसेज उनको आप देना चाहेंगे, संदेश आप उनको देना चाहेंगे?
इशाक, इट्स अनफॉर्चुनेट फ्रैंकली, क्योंकि आपके मीडियम के थ्रू अगर मेरे को मैसेज देने की जरूरत पड़ रही है, बिकॉज आई पर्सनली मेट देम एंड दैट टाइम आई ऑल्सो टोल्ड देम कि आपको अगर लगता है कि existing statutes, because University of Ladakh there are existing statutes for colleges as well as for university staff faculty, so that is again being revised, and that is being revised in consultation. The committee के members आपके college की faculty हैं. So I told them and I had asked them कि आपने क्या statutes पढ़े हैं, and none of them had read the statutes, which was unfortunate. I told them please go through the statutes. जो भी आपको changes करने हैं, that can be done in the statutes. A lot of flexibility is there as of now. उसके बाद it will go to the university council and then it will be approved. Then it will become the statutes. अभी जो भी आपको statutes में कमियां लग रही है, you can change it. And it's been 2.5 months since the committees were asked to work on the statutes. अभी तक I was discussing with the VC recently. Today morning, the inputs have not still come from the committees. Those statutes has to be drafted. उसमें जो भी changes करने, that has to be drafted by the committee members and given it to the university council for further approval. So ये personally भी जाके, when I went to Dras, when I went to Kargil, when I went to EGM, I told to the faculty that please read the statutes. Even if you are not part of that committee who are making the statutes, you can always be proactively involved in the process of statute making, जहाँ पे आपके जो भी concerns है, that can be redressed. Now it's going on a strike is a very unproductive thing to do. वही टाइम अगर उनको लगाना था, they should have put those hours in studying the statutes and contributing to it. And secondly, of course, जो students ने आज एक one full day, I hope it's still 3. I would request, अगर आप कह रहे हैं कोई मैसेज की बात आ रही, अगर आज भी क्लासेस हो जाते, I would be happy that they have not wasted the whole day. Otherwise, students का आपने पूरा दिन वेस्ट कर दिया उनके क्लासेस नहीं लेकर. It's a big loss. Every hour matters for our students. So that is part which I'm totally unhappy about, that students have lost one full day of lectures.
जिस तरह से अभी आपने कहा कि क्या स्टेटस है और क्या स्थिति होगा, और जिस तरह से अभी जो टीचिंग फ्रेटर्निटी पिन डाउन जो है स्ट्राइक पे हैं, और उसी के साथ साथ हमने स्टूडेंट्स से भी जानने की कोशिश की, क्योंकि जनरली स्टूडेंट्स कोविड पेंडेमिक की वजह से काफी सफर हुए हैं, और स्टूडेंट्स का मानना है कि टीचर्स जो है, टीचिंग फ्रेटर्निटी जो है, पिन डाउन स्ट्राइक पे जाने की वजह से उनको भी काफी सफर हो रहा है. और दूसरे साइड में अगर देखें तो जो कॉलेज टीचर्स एसोसिएशन लद्दाख का जो मेन जो उनका इस वक्त का डिमांड है कि मर्जर ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट टू यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख, और दूसरा वो यही डिमांड कर रहे हैं कि जिस तरह से एकेडमिकली पावर्स जो है यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख को रखा जाए, और फाइनेंशियली जो कुछ होता है एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लिहाज से, उस हवाले से हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट को रखा जाए. तो इस पे आप किस तरह क्लैरिटी देना चाहेंगे?
First thing is very unfortunate. Students have suffered a lot in the past 2 years because of COVID pandemic. And जब भी मैंने अभी कॉलेज का जब भी दौरा किया, I specifically interacted with the students and I felt it's a major loss. यहाँ पे हम लोग प्लान करें, we are discussed with the faculty also कि how to introduce new activities, new engagements for our students so that they can gain. कुछ एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस की हम बात कर रहे थे, we were talking also about कि vacation में क्या कुछ स्पेशल क्लासेस रख सकते हैं. Even one day is very crucial in the life of a student. अगर कोई हमारी क्लासेस कुछ आई अंडरस्टैंड क्लासेस डिलेड स्टार्ट भी हुए, सो ऑलरेडी वी आर रनिंग बिहाइंड शेड्यूल, दिस इज व्हाट माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज. बट ऑफ कोर्स यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख एंड colleges, they're an autonomous body, and as a department we would not like to interfere too much in the day-to-day running, but because एक नया यूटी बना है यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लद्दाख also in the initial stages, so we are taking an active interest as higher education department, and we have suggested a lot of proposals how we can strengthen the education system, exchange programs करें, students को exposure दें between Leh and Kargil, between Dras and Nubra, students exchange program हो within Ladakh and outside Ladakh also, because after all they are the future. जी. Ladakh का future, it will be done by Ladakh will be taken forward by our students, and we have to ensure the students who study in the colleges of Ladakh, be it EGM, be it Kargil, be it Nubra, they are no less than any of the colleges outside. क्योंकि a lot of students are still going out of Ladakh, and हमारा पूरा endeavor रहा है इस साल that strengthen होना चाहिए हमारा university, strengthen होना चाहिए colleges, so that our education is nothing less than any other college across the country. University of Ladakh, वो जो funds मिलते हैं granted aid, the salaries and granted aid general, that is what colleges को जो funds जाते हैं under salaries and different heads, that is also given by UT administration. Actually, for them, there's no reason for them to feel insecure, which I've tried to explain, and I thought they've understood. Fund administration की तरफ से ही जाता है. It has come from the parliament. Parliament passes the budget. Government of India के through, I mean, the entire parliament passes the budget of the entire UT administration, जिसमें यूनिवर्सिटी का अलग हेड है, कॉलेज का अलग हेड है. So funds in both the cases are coming from the government and the administration of UT. So where is this insecurity कि हमें funds मिलेंगे नहीं if we are, if we become part of the university? So that issue is totally unfounded. Rather, being a part of university, there are lots of career progression के opportunities. Research will be encouraged. The faculty would be encouraged to go in for research. They will have an option to become faculty of the university for postgraduate students. So university में growth के बिल्कुल chances बहुत ज़्यादा है rather, and it is good for the colleges to understand that those opportunities and take it up.
एंड पे मैं हायर एजुकेशन लद्दाख का क्या जो है इस वक्त की स्टेटस है और फ्यूचर में क्या स्टेटस रहेगा?
Ishaq, higher education is a department. That department is very much here. We are supposed to look at all the policy matters, all the fund related matters, all the coordination with the Ministry of Higher Education. जो भी आपका proposal आता है for creation of post or creation of another college, everything will be dealt with by the department. So department is very much there. ये merger की जो बात है, it's technically incorrect. I hope I'm able to clarify it. There cannot be a merger of department with the university. Plus, there's a proposal for setting up of an establishment of an engineering college in Kargil. So that will remain with the higher education department till that engineering college becomes autonomous. देखिए, finally under national education policy also, the colleges are supposed to become autonomous after some time. अभी University of Ladakh के अंडर है, हो सकता है after 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, the colleges are strong enough to become autonomous bodies. Then again, higher education department will have a role to play, but it will have a very diluted role to play. Because when a body is autonomous, they have an autonomy. The department is not involved in their day-to-day functioning or the recruitment process. But funding definitely comes from the department or the administration, part of the funding. Some funding, if the colleges are able to generate, that is good for any sustainable institute to run, whether it's a university or a college. There has to be a self-generating process also. But for university and colleges, they do it after many years. Once the number of students increase, or they generate a lot of funds through other activities like research, which a university is supposed to do. But that is looking at a university which has been set up for after 50 years, after 30 years perhaps. If a university is very efficient, maybe after 20 years also they can generate a lot of funds. So there's always a option, or there's always a potential for generating funds. But otherwise, they get a lot of grants from the departments, and that will continue whether they are autonomous college or whether they are university.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining with us.
Thank you, Ishaq.
कमिश्नर सेक्रेटरी हायर एजुकेशन यूनिट लद्दाख पद्मा IIS हमारे साथ बात कर रहे थे, और खासकर जो पेन डाउन स्ट्राइक पे थे आज कॉलेज टीचर्स एसोसिएशन लद्दाख, और उस हवाले से क्लियरिटी और से क्लेरिफाई करते हुए पब्लिक तक और खासकर जो लोग स्ट्राइक पे हैं उन तक मैसेज पहुंचाने की कोशिश की। बने रहिए गुलिस्तान के साथ पल पल के अपडेट के लिए।